back to my channel, and if you've been following me on Instagram the past couple weeks, you may have noticed that I've been posting a ton of looks featuring false lashes, and I've been getting lots of requests on how I apply my false lashes, tips and tricks, and anything I can do to share with you guys on how I apply them. So if you want to know how I apply my false lashes, then just stay tuned. And as you can tell by the beginning of this video, lashes make a huge difference. You can have a really pretty eye makeup look with no lashes, and it's just gonna look a little bit off and more put together with a set of lashes. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using Girl You Crazy by Velour. They look like this, and with the velour lashes, you can pop out the tray using that little tab, and they're very luxurious lashes. One thing I never hear anyone mention about velour lashes is the tray that they come in, and this might seem like nothing to some of you, but if you wear eyelashes all the time like I do, this is kind of essential. So the tray that they come on is rather curved, so if you have really round eyes, these are going to work perfectly for you. And even if you don't, I find a curved lash is much better than one that is more straight because it's going to last longer on your eye and be easier to apply. So right now I'm just showing you how to take them out of the tray. I press firmly on the lashes, but I don't pull. So I just press down and pull out, and then they remove very easily. I don't use tweezers to remove them or anything like that. I just use pressure on the eyelash itself against the tray and then just gently kind of round out my thumb and move it off. So I'm just gonna fast forward a bit here. It looks like I'm pulling hard, but this isn't fast forward. And then I'm just taking it off again the same way I did the first one and just removing the little pieces of glue that hold down the ends. Now that you have removed your lashes, it's time to apply them to your eyes. And I like using Duo. It's a surgical grade adhesive, and it's the only thing I trust to use on my eyes. If you have a latex sensitivity, you won't be able to use Duo, so you'll have to use something latex free. I know Revlon makes a latex free glue that you can use and find at the drugstore. You may also need a pair of tweezers to help you apply and some manicure scissors to cut your lashes. As you can see, I have two different kinds of Duo. I have a dark tone and I have this clear tone that's in a brush applicator. You can use either or. I use the clear when I'm not using winged liner, but 90% of the time I do have some form of liner, so I use the dark tone. So that is what I'm using today. And I'm just sizing up these lashes. The Girl You Crazy are actually one of the only pairs of velour lashes that I don't need to cut, so they fit my eye pretty perfectly. But if you do need to cut them, then go ahead and do so to fit your eye. Now I'm just taking that dark tone Duo lash adhesive and applying a thin strip of glue onto the entire band. You only need a thin amount of glue, so if a big glob comes out like what happened to me, just spread it out with the tip of the applicator until you get a very thin strip of glue, and just wait about 30 seconds for the glue to become tacky. It will darken in color, so that's when you know the dark tone is good to go. And it's about 30 seconds, as I said, and just put that onto your eye. I start with the middle, and it just goes on really nicely. You can use tweezers for this to help you put it onto your eye. I find it doesn't actually help me. I find just a steady hand and putting it on with my own fingers works best. Then I go to the outer corner, and then I stick on the inner corner. And it should be as easy as that if you've waited long enough for that glue to dry. The only time I ever have trouble putting on my lashes is if I've rushed it and haven't waited the 30 seconds it takes for that glue to become tacky. When I do choose to use tweezers, it's mainly just to make sure that the band is really stuck onto my lash line, and I take the other end of my tweezers and just press down, making sure that all the bits are stuck onto my lash line, nothing's popping up, and it's good to go. A lot of the time I just let the lashes speak for themselves, but for this eye I'm going to show you what I do when I do apply mascara. You can go ahead and curl your lashes. That's what my Dior Show Lash Primer does. And then I'm applying a couple coats of mascara just so that my lashes blend in a little bit better with the false lashes. So now I'm going back and cleaning up any of that glue that hasn't dried or has dried that you can see. This happens a lot of the time when you're using the clear glue. Sometimes with the dark tone it's still not as black as I would like it, so I do go back and clean up any mistakes that the glue left behind. Application should be. Just a steady hand and waiting long enough for that glue to become tacky is all you need to do. And this is what the finished makeup looks like with lashes. It just adds the right amount of drama while still looking natural and just really completes the look. And now onto cutting your false lashes. I get tons of questions on whether you should cut from the inner portion, the outer portion, and on average I say 90% of the time I cut from the outer portion just so that I keep it nice and long and wispy on the outer corner. But for this pair of lashes you could do either or, and I would cut from this inner corner just so that I keep some shorter lashes in the very inner corner. And you don't want to keep long lashes in that inner corner, else it's going to irritate your eye. And this is a pair of wispy sweet nothings. You can use these as the full strip as I showcase on the left, but this pair I actually cut in half so that you get 2 pairs of accent lashes. And now this is my favorite pair of all time. They're the Doll Me Up by Velour, and as you can tell they're well loved. I do have glue on these, but I left it there so that I could show you how I take care of my lashes. And you want to do this pretty much right when you take them off at night, is just remove that glue, be very gentle. If you let the glue sit, it's just going to become crusty, really hard to remove. And it was a bit difficult right in here, but I did manage to get it off. You want to press firmly on the lashes and the band so that you're not pulling. You don't want to be pulling the lashes out. You just want to be pulling that glue off. Now that I've removed the majority of the glue, I'm just going to put those lashes back in the case for safekeeping. And if you want to see how I actually remove them at night in my skincare routine, just click on this video and you can see my full nighttime skincare routine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.